Everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into Looker, which is Google Cloud's really powerful business intelligence platform. We're going to break down what it is, exactly how it works, and why it's kind of a game changer for how companies use their data. So, let's get right into it.
So picture this. You're in a big meeting, and the marketing team says you have, 10,000 active customers. But then the finance team pipes up and says, actually, our report says it's 8,500. Sound familiar? This is what we call metric chaos, and it's a huge problem for so many companies. It just makes it almost impossible to make a confident decision.
So where does a problem like that even come from? Well, it usually boils down to the old school way of doing data analysis. Data gets copied from one place, moved to another, summarized over here, and by the time it gets to the person who needs to make a decision, it's already old, it's slow to update, and it's totally inconsistent from one department to the next.
And this really shows you the huge shift in thinking. The traditional way is all about making copies, data extracts, which are really just a snapshot in time. They go stale pretty fast. But the modern approach, the one Looker is built on, is all about querying the data live, right from the original source. And that means your insights are always, and I mean always, up to the second accurate.
And that brings us right to the solution, Looker. This is a platform built from the ground up on this modern live data idea. You can think of it like an engine that plugs directly into your company's single source of truth for data.
So to put a fine point on it, what is Looker? It's a cloud platform that gives everyone the power to explore, to analyze, and to share real-time business insights. And the absolute key phrase here is directly from their data warehouse. No more stale copies, ever.
I love this quote because it just nails the whole concept. Instead of lugging massive amounts of data all over the place, Looker just sends the questions, the queries, to the data. The only thing that moves is the answer, the insight that comes back to you. It's just way more efficient, way more secure, and a whole lot more accurate.
Okay, so how does Looker make sure that everyone's questions get the exact same consistent answers? Well, the magic is in its secret sauce, a modeling language called LookML.
LookML is basically a language that lets your data team build a single, central model of all your business rules. Think of it like a universal translator or a dictionary for your data. They can define a metric like revenue or active customer one single time. And from that moment on, anyone in the company who asks about revenue is pulling from that exact same definition. Guaranteed. Suddenly, everybody is speaking the same data language.
And that, right there, brings us full circle. By creating this one governed place for all your business definitions, Looker just gets rid of that metric chaos we started with. You get one definition, which means you get one single version of the truth across the entire company.
And the workflow itself is actually pretty simple. First, you connect Looker to your database. Next, your data team uses LookML to model the data and lock in all that important business logic. From there, any user, literally anyone, can jump in, explore the data, build their own charts and dashboards, and instantly share what they find with their team.
All right, so that covers the how it works. But what about the so what? Let's shift gears and look at how different industries are actually using Looker to solve real, everyday business problems.
And Looker isn't just for one type of business. It's super versatile. It's being used all across the board, in retail, finance, logistics, healthcare, you name it, to give teams data they can actually trust.
For instance, take a retailer. They can use Looker to see the entire customer journey, from first click to final sale. They can track conversion rates and watch inventory levels in real time. We're not talking about some report from last week. This is what's happening on the website right now. That's a serious competitive advantage.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Looker isn't just some tool that lives on an island. It's actually a central piece of the future of business intelligence, especially inside the Google Cloud world. Looker is designed to be this intelligence layer that connects deeply with all the other powerful tools in Google Cloud. It works hand in glove with BigQuery for analyzing huge data sets, with Vertex AI for machine learning, and even with Google Workspace for making collaboration seamless.
And all of this really points to where the entire industry is heading. The future of BI isn't about having a bunch of separate, disconnected tools. It's about having a single, unified, and intelligent platform that was born in the cloud. And Looker, being part of Google Cloud, is right at the front of that wave. Which brings us to our final and maybe most important takeaway.
The real goal of Looker isn't just to make pretty dashboards. It's to empower everyone in the company to go beyond just looking at numbers and start making smarter, faster, data-driven decisions. It's all about turning insight into action.